Hello students, welcome again. So first of all I want to inform you that some of the students are confused about the book. So you have to purchase the book of Sandeep Garg for statistics as well as the microeconomics. Now starting the next topic, functions of statistics. About the statistics we have learned about the characteristics or the features of statistics, the scope of statistics. So today we are starting the functions of statistics. The first function of statistics is that statistics helps in understanding economic problem. Statistics is a tool which helps the economist to understand the problem by using its various methods like collection, organization, mean, median, mode, analysis. By these methods, the statistician can understand any economic problem easily. Second one function of statistics is that it presents the facts in a definite form. So statistics enables the economist to present the data in a precise and definite form. When facts are measured in the statistical terms, they become exact. Exact facts are more convincing than vague statements. For example, if I say that 400 people died in the landslide in Kedarnath or 500 people died, so that give a exact term. But if I say that hundreds of people died over there, it doesn't make a statistics. So it presents the data in a definite form. Third one function of statistics that is statistics helps in condensing mass data into a few numerical measures. So the numerical measures help to summarize the data. It condenses the data in a short form. For example, if you want to know the income of all the people of a state, it is very difficult to keep in mind the income of each and every individual. But if we take the average of the income, the average income of a state, it gives a precise form. It gives a numerical measure which is very easy to remember. So it condenses the mass data in the short form, in the numerical form. Fourth one function of statistics is that it establishes relation between factors. There are some of the economic factors like price and demand. It is a fact that when the price of a commodity rises, the demand of the commodity decreases and vice versa. The same way, when the price of the commodity rises, its supply increases. Okay, so it establishes the relation between factors, and through this relationship we can see that whether with this help of these factors we can see whether any relation exists between the factors or not. For example, there is no relation between the day temperature and the sale of mobiles, but there is a relation between the day temperature and the sale of ice creams. So it establishes relation between the factors where the relationship exists. Fifth function of statistics is that it helps in the formulation of plans and policies. So if any plans and policies are to be formulated, it requires some knowledge. It requires some future trends. For example, if we want to know the next year demand for the cosmetics or the cloth, we have to see the today's demand. This is the time of corona, but in general, when we want to see the next year trends, we have to see the recent years or the present years demand for a commodity. So it helps in formulating the plans and policies how the demand will be there. Sixth one function of statistics is that statistics helps in evaluation of impact of policies. Whatever the policies are being formulated, what are their impacts, whether they are having the good impacts or the bad impacts. If any impacts are not the impacts are not good, the policies can be changed. And how we see the impact? With the help of the statistical methods that you will come to know when you will use the statistical data in the various problems in the policies. Seventh one function and the last function of statistics is that it is helpful in intersectoral and intertemporal comparison. Intersectoral comparison means the comparison between different sectors. For example, if you want to know the unemployment level in the different sector, agriculture sector, industrial sector, service sector. So what is the level of unemployment, what type of unemployment exists over there, or the unemployment in the rural and the urban sectors. So between the sectors, the comparison is made easy with the help of statistics. The other one is a intertemporal comparison. Intertemporal comparison means the comparison with the problem of the overtime, means in the different time periods. For example, in the year 1960, how was the unemployment level in different sectors? And in the year 1990 or 2020, what is the level of the unemployment in the different sectors? So intersectoral means the comparison between different sectors, in between the different sectors, and intertemporal means that the comparison over the time period. So this was the functions of the statistics. Kindly make the notes whatever I am sending you the video.